Jimmy, I just don't understand. It's like you really and truly, it's like no affection. You haven't kissed me. Oh, dang. I just
Hold
don't
up.
understand, Jimmy.
I was running late for work. Chelsea, I can't be, I tried to kiss you, but I wanted to kiss you, Chelsea, but I was running late for work. Plus, I bust my lip, so I can't kiss nobody. Plus,
that's an excuse.
No, I'm telling you the truth. I love you. You hear me? I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Okay, Chelsea. It's nobody else but you, Chelsea.
Ever since you seen that girl's IG.
No. What girl are you talking about? No, that's not the case. No.
I give my all to you, and you don't give me anything.
You know what? I ain't want to go here, but I'm gonna have to. You know what? The last couple of days you've been real clean, so clean, clinging. Matter of fact, you ain't been clinging. You've been clanging.
That is so rude. Who says that? That is so rude.
Well, I had to say it. And I know you watched the movie with me the other night. You cooked for me, and you took me upstairs to have sex. To be honest with you, that sex has been claiming too. Yeah, I know.
He keeps it real, expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the KoEd family. We're about relationships and review, making it fun just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Kourtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. Hey, what's going on, KoEd Camp folks? How y'all doing tonight? Welcome back to another video of Kourtney Eddie. I'm Eddie, KoEd. This is my lovely wife right here.
He told me his Jimmy voice. Child, do you want me to talk about Chelsea boy?
This is Kourtney, also known as Coco. This right here is Kourtney Eddie. This channel is all about relationship reviews, entertainment. It's all about famous rants and jokes. And tonight, we're gonna be talking about episodes 7, 8, and 9 of Love Is Blind. Take it away, sweetie.
So if you're brand new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget to make sure that you like this video. Make sure you comment down below. We want to hear your opinions and your thoughts about the whole situation of this mess. And don't forget that, we've opened up another tier. You can join our membership as well as purchase a tea genius on our website, KoEdwear.com. So let's go ahead and get started. So Jimmy is apologizing to Chelsea. Y'all know that, Chelsea is real insecure, but Jimmy don't help her insecurity at all. And so, she smiled. Let's move on. So you have Brittany and Kenny sitting down and talking. And so now Kenny's bringing up the fact of what AD said. And AD was basically saying, what she said last time when they met, how do you feel about raising a black child? Of course, being with a, non-black woman, that how would that looks like? Have you thought about that? What are your children, gonna have to deal with, them being mixed and stuff like that or whatever? And he was like, I don't think that's something he thought about, because he said he's never dated outside of his race before. And of course that played into, his thoughts.
I really think that conversation between him and AD was the downfall between Brittany and Kenny, in my opinion. Because she planted that seed in his head. And when you're not used to dating outside your race, you don't know what to expect when it comes to, people looking at you different, and you got different hurdles you have to, go over. Yeah, you got to be a strong-minded person to deal with that, because, that's why I said I did the research. I know what to expect. He doesn't. So, I really think that played into his decision later on down the road, in my
opinion. Brittany was just saying, excuse me, she understand what what AD was saying, but she was just saying, was it, ill intent? Was she coming from a good place? He said, well, I think she was coming from a good place of concern and stuff.
No, I really don't. AD,
you don't think so?
I don't know, because to me, I don't trust AD. You know what I'm saying? It's just me. I don't trust her because to me, she likes to be the center of attention. She like all eyes on her. So I don't know. I just something about her I really don't trust.
She said that she understands, black excellence and stuff like that. So it seems as though, and I didn't know this before, that Brittany has dated black guys before, and he has never dated outside his race. And he was saying, it'll be a different dynamic because now, I'm gonna introduce you to my friends and my family and stuff, and he gonna be hearing the whispers. Basically, he was saying he gonna be hearing the whispers
I'm
or the back talk
telling
from
you,
what they had to say.
man, it's just a different thing when you date outside your race, and especially if you're from the South, man, you're gonna hear it. You just got to be strong enough to kind of block it out. You know what I'm saying? If you love that person, regardless, you got to block the noise out because you most definitely you're gonna hear noise. You're gonna hear it.
So, Jeremy and Laura, are, outside. And of course, they had a fight last time, and come to find out, child, he just slept on the couch, on the floor, in the chair or something, just to avoid her. And I didn't understand why. I don't know. I understood why he was disappointed because of what she said and mad, but I don't know. I feel like, to me, I don't know. She kind of just deserted it. It's like Laura talks too much, in my opinion. Like, she whispered to Jessica that time, and she said, "Go over there and flip her. I was just playing. Like, why would you tell her that?" So I didn't understand why she was mad at him. I don't know. But anyway,
Yeah,
I just
you
didn't
just got
understand
some people that just can't hold water, man. You
Yeah.
can't tell them nothing, and they think they just doing it just to be, to be funny. But once it blows up in their face, now they want to play victim. Oh man, she the one started this whole joke thing.
She did.
Okay, now it blows up in her face. Now everybody finds out about it, and yada yada yada. Now she gonna cry wolf. No, you started this joke.
I think that he was rightfully so to be mad at her.
Oh,
Now,
no doubt.
then he had to take it to the extreme of sleeping, and he didn't want to talk to her and just kind of icing her out. But
sometimes it's best trying to avoid a person because
Right.
you want to hear that noise. Maybe that's what he was trying to do.
So she said it was triggering for her because that's kind of like stuff that didn't happen in the past. But
maybe you talk too much. Maybe it's not the person. Maybe it's you.
she talked too much. But he apologized and they just move on. So Johnny and Amy are doing a horseback ride. They seem like they is just in heaven, child. Like they ain't got no issues. But they did say, go ahead.
Not good.
They did say in there that this almost seemed too good to be true because they know they're gonna have some issues and they're gonna get mad and stuff like that.
He found his first red flag when he went to her apartment. Now, I'd be kind of wary of what of her after what I saw too. If I was Johnny.
No, I can't remember.
You don't know?
We'll talk about it when we get to it. So let's move on. So Brittany and Kenny are on the boat ride. At this point, Kenny is checked out.
That's why I said AD planted that seed because his personality just changed after that conversation. Because at first, I love you, I love you, I love you. Now they get on the boat ride, crickets. Oh, that's how they was in the water. Shrimps. That's all you heard. Shrimps crawl. That's all you heard. Yeah.
And I'm like, this was awkward because everything was silent. It was silent, and to the point where she was looking over at him, and he was just staring out in space.
I think he was thinking about what. I think he was thinking about what AD told him.
Yeah.
He said, "Man, I'm gonna pull this off, man. Do I, because first of all, he's a principal, so he deal with kids. And then he said, man, if I got to bring a child in this world, my child got to deal with the stuff I've seen other kids had to deal with. Am I going to be able to withstand that?"
Right.
So he had a lot. In my opinion, I thought he had a lot of thoughts going through his head at the time. He was like thinking, man, because it seemed like, man, he's an intelligent brother.
Yeah.
He's real intelligent.
Very, very
So
intelligent.
when stuff like that's presented to you, you got to think about the future. I think he was like, that conversation with AD is probably blew him away because he never thought about it.
That what snapped him about the silence at Dolphins, and he talked about he loved Dolphins, he swam with him, so that was his whole thing right there. But other than that, he was just like,
I think the Dolphins was a sign. The Dolphins out there swimming. Kenny, come with us so you get out of this marriage.
So, him and Brittany, they moved down to the lower part of the boat, and she asked him as far as physical touch, are you, because she's very touchy and stuff like that. He said he is too. He felt like he was too much because, he didn't want to, overdo it. She was like, no, I love it. I love it. Just seemed like that, that wasn't your forte. And he was like, no, So she touching on him and, but it don't seem like it was well received.
That energy. Like I said, ever since he had a conversation with AD, his energy was off.
Mm-hmm. So let's move on to our favorite couple, Clay and AD.
That's your favorite club. No, I don't put that on me. Don't put that on me.
I'm just playing.
Don't put that on me, AD, she irritates my flesh.
So they sitting there talking, and he said that he talks about you talking about shorthand. So anyway, so they were sitting there talking, and she was talking about going home.
She was going. And let me take it off, cause she's from Boston, and he didn't, cause he asked us, "Are you a beach girl?" She said, "Yeah, I'm a beach girl." He said, "I didn't know Boston had beaches." And she said, "Yeah, we got Martha Venue and
Vineyard, not venue. It ain't no come to my venue."
Martha Venue, yeah. If y'all want to have your baby shower, y'all can. So he was, she was kind of explaining to her what Boston had as when it comes to beaches, and he said, "I didn't know that." And then he asked her, when she go home, is she gonna introduce him to her family and whatnot? Then they start talking about family and father figures.
But before that, that's what I wanted this skit to be about. But before that, they was
eating.
Yeah, he picked up that soup. He wanted soup. I don't know why he wanted soup. Maybe the throat was hurting. I don't know. But he picked up that bowl of soup, and she had her and them lashes was sitting there looking at him, honey.
He was eating the soup, and after I got through eating the soup, the plates were like scattered out. I guess he got a little OCD.
He did. I do that when we go to a restaurant, so it can be easier for them to, I do that sometimes. For them to come in and take the place. Do I not do that?
Why you don't do it at home? You don't do it at home.
Because I got you here. That's your job. Once
I call in the kitchen, I say, "What's all this stuff? What's going on here? A bomb blow up in the kitchen? What's going on? I don't get it. This there, this here. But you do it at the restaurant. Make it make sense. Make it make sense."
So a lot of stuff you do don't make sense. So carry on. Finish. You talk about them.
So anyway, he was stacking up. I guess she thought that was weird, the way she was looking at him. I said, well, probably, he don't like, he got his corpse about him.
Maybe he used to wait tables, honey. He know that that's easier for the waiter. So they was doing that, and then he was saying that, he talking about his childhood and stuff.
And he said, he's worried about being married because he never seen a good marriage or a good father figure because his dad was out there in the streets. And he said, when I was a little kid, my dad used to take me over to the other women's house. And I still ain't told my mom about that. So he said, every man I look up to, they always had a woman on the side. They always had a side piece. He said, like Will Smith and P. Diddy. I said, man, it must have been filmed before P. Diddy.
I know that
he was doing. P. Diddy did more than have women on the side, brother.
Mm-hmm. Legend.
Yeah. So he's like, so he don't know. He said he haven't seen a man with just one woman. And to me, that's why AD frustrates me. To me, that's a major red flag. Because if you don't know how to have one woman, he's going to put you through the ringer. Because a man, in my opinion, he has to see a good role model to kind of fashion his life after, you know what I'm saying? And he hasn't seen that. He said his dad was a good dad, but as a husband, no, he wasn't. So there you go.
So in the next scene, the girls are talking. You got Laura and you got Chelsea and AD. And basically, they was talking about have they had sex yet. Everybody had sex, including Chelsea, child.
Everybody had sex, including Chelsea.
I mean, all of those ladies right there. I think.
I know it. I know. I knew AD had sex. She probably had sex on the first night.
She probably did.
I want to have sex.
Yes, girl, we is engaged. Yes, I'm gonna have sex.
Yeah, I said, pump your brakes, man. What if your sex is garbage, man? You're gonna say no on decision day. So chill.
So Laura is talking to Johnny, and she was just saying, have y'all? There go Laura talking too much. Have y'all knocked boots yet? And he was like, no, we're not, that's not a focal point right now because she's not on birth control. And Johnny said, ain't no woman finna trap him with a baby.
Smart. You hear me? That's right. If she
Tap
ain't,
your head, not mine.
she ain't on birth controls, you don't want to use a condom.
Birth controls.
Because you got several of them out there. So she's not on that. So yeah, I don't blame. Don't roll them dices and take that chance, man. You stuck with a baby. And y'all get all up there on decision day and y'all said no, but y'all got a baby on the way. Man, yeah, that's smart, man.
And the wedding, this decision day is married at first sight.
No, well, I'm calling it the same people that do the show did that show.
So he was like, nah, we taking it slow. So let's move on. Jimmy and Jeremy, both of them in separate scenes apologize to AD for how they acted,
That's why AD frustrates me. I'm sorry. Y'all gonna say I cut it off. Yes, I have. Here's the reason why when her name comes up, when Jimmy apologized to AD, she said, I'm glad my big butt that made your relationship better. I said, that's your problem. You lead with sexuality. Your big butt ain't got nothing to do with their relationship. Yeah, he was looking at it because you put it out there. That's why you wear these cat suits all the time. You want the eyes to be on you. You want all that attention. You want it. Then all of a sudden, don't sexually objectify me. Don't do that. But you put it out there. You can't send mixed signals out there, man. And when the man apologizes to you, the first thing coming out of your mouth, well, I'm glad me and my big butt can help you out. Come on, dog. Come on.
Baby, don't hit me.
Come on, man. You don't roll like, come on. AD, do better, girl. Do better. Oh.
Yeah, be a little whip with fingers that hurt.
I thought you said my finger was chunky.
Oh, well, they thick. Yeah, y'all a little short and stubby. So let's move on. So Jeremy was just saying too, he apologized to AD for, the comment that his wife or future wife made and stuff like that. Let's move on. So Clay was, as Jeremy was sitting there talking to AD, he was saying, how you and Clay doing? She was like, we have our bumps in the road. He said, well, one thing about, I can tell you about Clay get in his head a lot. He sits there and thinking, kind of overanalyzes things. So if he's done that, just have a little grace with him and stuff. She was like, oh my gosh, that is so, oh my gosh, you are a miracle, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, my gosh, oh my gosh. I appreciate you for that, because that is exactly where we are. Thank you. I
don't know who's worse, her or what's the name from Bell Collectors?
Who?
The DJ.
Oh, no.
Career.
Listen, they were saying that she reminds me that she acts like that girl from, what was her name? That supposed to be in Dallas cheerleader.
No, she has work. Yeah, she had work.
Yeah, but that's in that mindset.
No. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Little bubbly girl. No, the girl from Red is a little bubbly. Okay. AD is ignoring. Annoying. She's very annoying because to me. She put on a little too much extra sauce with it. Oh my God! Ooh, thank you. Ooh, I thought I was the only one. I said she'd be a good actress for a Tubi movie.
So Amy and Jeremy are talking, and basically, she was saying that she was nervous about going into the real world. She's not sure what her dad is gonna say and stuff, because they wasn't pro her kind of going on that show. And she was also, and Jeremy was saying that, well, as far as him and his situation, he said that, he kind of heard that Laura wants to meet him, and Amy was like, you want to meet him? He's like, yeah, I do want to meet. Amy was like, I ain't heard this, honey. I ain't heard nothing. I know nothing. Because Amy don't want to be in that mess, because she knows it's finna be a whole mess. Mm-hmm. So, listen, so Amy and Johnny are in the pool, and they started talking about their past, and then they was talking about, each other's parents and stuff like that. And she was saying, Amy said that her parents were a big influence in her relationships, child. So basically, if they didn't like it, she just had to be done with it. And she said it was her fault because she would go back to them and tell them stuff about, this happened and that happened. That's one thing you don't do. Keep your folks out of your relationship, child. Unless marriage is dissolved and y'all done moved on, don't share nothing with them. Go to counseling because them people.
It's hard not to share with your folks.
It depends because if you share with them, oh, we had this argument, he said this, then you gonna be made up, and they still gonna be having an attitude against that person. So don't share.
Yeah, it's hard not to, like I said, especially you get to the point you gotta, I can't deal with this. Mom and Dad, can I sleep in the room downstairs? What happened, baby girl? Me and such got into it. I told you should never marry that man. It's hard not to sometimes.
Well, I'm in full transparency. I was married the first time. And the first year, I went home to my mama a lot. And my mama didn't say nothing. I said, Mama, come on to stay in the weekend. Okay. And I came over there. And she didn't get into it. She didn't ask why, blah, 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 whatever.
Sometimes they're not going to talk about it. They might think in the head.
Oh, yeah. But it seemed like she purposely involved them in her relationships. And she cares about what they think and cares about their opinion and stuff. So that was something, that she shared. And she was saying if the dad don't get a blessing, child, she don't think she can go through with it. So
sound like she's a daddy's girl.
Let's see. So they all headed to back to the NC, back to North Carolina. Could you pay attention to the TV and stop and look at my notes? Pay attention to the camera and get out my notes. Okay. So they all headed back to North Carolina, and they're arriving in their new home or where they're gonna be staying for the rest of whatever weeks they gotta be there. So they was able to get their devices back. So some of them is ecstatic about that. So Laura and Jimmy, they're talking about what the household gonna look like, pet peeves and so forth. And Jimmy said he got the little robot going around his house 24/7. I said, we need one of them just to vacuum. And it's just Jimmy. So, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you'll miss it sometimes. Robot. So you know what? Going to get a little book bag. The robot. Yeah, the robot. The robot going to get a little book bag and just leave. You say, what's the little black robot going down the street for? What's wrong with him? She get too messy. Just can't.
Yeah, he lying. Man, you definitely need to tell the truth because messy is not
okay. He's not messy, but you do leave creamer on the counter. Every morning I walk in there, I said, "What's all this white stuff? Sugar? What's going on here?" Like, every morning. So I had to wipe it down, throw it in the trash.
And that's because that's his, I guess, karma for the stuff that he does around here. Leave crumbs on the little thing. You could tell where he been at. He leave all his little crumbs out. Thank God we don't have bugs or rats because they would have had a field.
Don't leave no crumbs.
You leave them crumbs. Well, he been ate your church's chicken.
Eat churches. Don't you dare say I eat church's chicken.
I'm sorry. Don't Jack's. You been to eat your Jack's chicken. You been to eat
First of all, I'll eat chicken like that. Okay.
Yeah. Ain't no wrong with that.
I ain't trying to fit that stereotype.
And then you eat your Jack's burger, your Zaxby's, your Chick-fil-A.
Why do I eat so much fast food?
I don't know.
I know why. Somebody don't want to come home.
Oh, that's right. Come home because he get off before I do, and by the time I get, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. So yeah, that's why. There you go right there. Jack's, Zaxby's, Wendy's, Chick-fil-A. It's right there. And so yeah, he has all those crumbs. Now I probably can go down there right now and he done left something down there. No. Bag of chips, cookies, anything. That's him. Let's move on.
Okay, you wanna go there? Why do I get in the bed? I said,
it was just a paper towel.
No,
man.
What about the orange seed I saw in the bed? I said, she trying to grow an orange tree in the bed. I said, what's an orange seed in the bed? That's why you don't eat in the bed. I don't eat in the bed. I don't.
But you eat everywhere else around here. That's why you leave your crumbs and stuff. But you eat everywhere else. And at least mine was an orange seed. That's fruit. Yours is cookies and chips and nachos.
I don't eat nachos like that.
The Doritos. You eat all that junk. No.
You went to Publix the other day and got a big pack of cupcakes.
And
we're going to eat cupcakes with the ice is on top. Come on, man. Talking about me eating junk food.
It better stay whatever I'm
going to eat one of them cupcakes. I'm going to eat one, so you might get ready.
So anyway, Brittany and Kenny are unpacking, and oh yeah, Laura and Jeremy and stuff, because we got off. She was just talking about how clean she is and stuff like that. She said she want to know his pet peeve because she can't stand somebody to leave the lights on, and been and left the house.
What was that for?
Yeah, the lights on because you love to leave lights on.
Yeah, I'm doing it for you.
No, you don't do it for me. No, you don't do it for
Because,
me.
I don't want no that spooky coming around.
No, I'm talking about if you was to go in the other room right there and you going to walk out and leave
I got to go back in the room, so I leave it on. Still, when the switch out.
The hall light
The hot light. I don't know a hot light. What's a hot light? I ain't trying to do no hair, man.
Anyway, so yeah, you do all that stuff. So she was just talking about how clean she was and stuff, but yet and still she got a butt on the counter. So I mean,
I noticed that too. I said, we don't know where you been sitting at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So if you wiped your butt good.
Oh, you could have went to a doctor's office, somebody could have had diarrhea, you sat in the same chair, and you gonna sit your butt on the counter while I put food at?
It didn't make no sense. I can't stand when people be on these shows and they sit on the kitchen counter. Then want to talk about what is it? Profess how clean they are. Girl, bye. And so anyway, so Jeremy said that he loves the fact that he loved that side of her or whatever. But he also said that he never been in love before. But anyway, but he loved her. So Brittany and Kenny, they are unpacking, and so she around there doing everything or whatever. He done got that phone back. He said, "Thank you, Jesus. That's his best friend." And so he said he had to check up on the school stuff.
Right, and I hate that how production kind of made it seem like like he was like all into the phone, which he was, but he had a reason why to be in his phone. He's a principal, so he had to check his emails and his school and see his family, what they was up to. And I guess being a principal, you're going to have a lot of emails because teachers might be emailing you stuff. Right. So you got to check on your school. So I didn't like how, like I said, the production trying to portray like he was like addicted to the phone.
Right.
But I understood why he was going through the phone, So.
Let's see. So he was saying too that, she was like, okay, so what we're going to do for dinner, first night back, whatever you want me to cook or you want to get something. He was like, why don't you cook? She was like, but it's our first night back. Well, you the one said it, child. You should have said I'm going to get something to eat. Yeah, and he was like, just cook. So, so she round there unpacking everything, she was like, you gonna help? He said, yeah, I'll be there in a minute. I gotta answer these emails and stuff like that. So he on the phone, like you said, they were just making it seem like he was totally ignoring her and just being on the phone.
Yeah,
but
I didn't like that. But the man's a principal. You got like a business or some position like that. Yeah, you get emails. You got to answer your emails.
So let's move on to Clay and AD. So they home. They talking. She said she done call her folks. She also said, I'm taking these lashes off and I'm going to get my hair done. Praise him, hallelujah. But she put them ugly lashes right back on them later scenes. And so he was saying that his dad is a flirt. I hope he don't flirt with you.
Dang, what kind of dad you got?
That's the part where he was talking about being a role model and all that stuff, whatever. Kind of got to hear.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, man, what kind of dad you got? Gonna flirt with your son's wife or your fiance? Dang, he must have been a player.
Yeah. But yeah, in that scene, that's what they was talking about. That he was basically saying, he fights with his own demons. Yeah. So Eddie kind of rushed that when they were sitting there eating, they were outside. He was saying that I hope I don't let you down.
Right. That's what I'm sorry. Yeah, I got him confused. I apologize.
Yeah, he said, I hope I don't let you down.
She said, why? Because, he don't know how to be married, basically. And that kind of like, gave us some doubts, you know. He said, no, we good. Because she said, we good. She said, no, we good, man. Me, you're good, AD. We good. I'm telling you, we good. But, I'm saying, man, the brother hasn't been around a good, healthy relationship. So I don't know how this is gonna work out. Yeah. Maybe he can break the cycle.
He said, that, some stuff he done seen marriages, like it can kind of tear up and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what he was saying. So now we on episode 8, Clinging to Love. So Chelsea and Jimmy are visiting each other's place. And it seems as though, I don't know, that kind of scene kind of happened fast. I was like, who is that lady? But that's her roommate, right?
Yeah, that's her roommate.
And she was a little extra.
Yeah, Jim said, I know I can move in with Chelsea, with her roommate, because I don't think I can be able to withstand that roommate, because like you said, she is too much.
And he was like, she said, oh, this our marriage. Did she say something like that? He probably liked it.
Yeah, don't say that to Jimmy, You see his friends, hey, you be another friend.
I know that's right. So AD and Clay, so she's visiting his house. Now, granted, Clay got a nice house.
Yeah, you got a nice house, man.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, so, and, don't seem staged. It seems like it's his.
Yeah.
You can tell by the bed check. That look like a little bachelor bed.
Yeah. Honey. You get that bed from Sticks and Stuff? That bed look flimsy, boy. But yeah.
So she was saying, that, she liked it and stuff like that. Evidently, she'll move there because, we showed didn't see her place. Do she stay with her parents?
She probably still stay with her parents, man. Because you're right, we didn't see her place at all.
So
she ain't got no choice but to move in with Clay.
So he doing it. A single dude.
Yeah.
Got a nice house, got a garage and stuff like that.
Yeah, he was like me back in the day. I was single, had a nice house, garage, couple of cars.
What?
Life.
How many?
A couple.
Yeah, I think you did like that.
A couple of cars. And I had life going on, man. Till
Till I came in the picture and changed his whole world and put this smile upon his face. Praise him. So anyway, and the fact too that Clay and her had that relationship. I mean, just talking. And, I like big kudos to Clay for doing his thing. That's probably why he was like, yeah, I got to get up and go to work, and I got to do this. I got stuff to do.
Clay got
a mortgage.
Yeah, Clay got some red flags, but overall, the brother seemed like he got his head together.
Yeah. So, Jeremy. Now we're going to Jeremy Plays. And Laura is visiting his place. This pics of him, and his dad and stuff like that. His dad passed away when he was like 19. So, it seemed like the mama that been in his place, child, put a card there and said, "Ooh, welcome home." And I was like,
"Mama's boy, she got keys to your place." Oh, you can't do that.
Be that kind of mom. Probably not.
Yeah, because some things you don't want to see. You don't walk in. I raised you. I ain't raised you like that. I didn't raise you to be a freak. Oh, mama, I saw the things you did.
And so his place seemed really clean. That's when you can tell you got the little robots around there. The robots.
Okay, not robot.
No, you say robot.
Ain't no robot.
No.
I don't know why I think I raised on Sears and Robot.
Sears and what?
Robot.
That was Roebuck.
Oh, I used to say Roebuck. Ain't nobody correct me. I thought I was saying it right. Mom, we going to Sears and Roebuck. Robot.
Anyway,
yeah. What's the robot?
So, Laura said that she feel like his place staged. It looks really, really clean.
I have a coworker. Dude is OCD. He won't allow you to touch his tools. He won't allow you to touch his door. He's that neat.
Really?
Yeah. It's to the point. It's almost borderline psycho. And like she said about what's his name? Jonathan? German. Yeah, German. Yeah, German. That he's borderline serial. Cuckoo person. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you can get that neat. It can be borderline. Like, is something wrong with this person?
Right. So now let's move on to Ken and
Brittany.
Yeah, Ken and Brittany. So they talking.
She said you woke me up at 1:00 in the morning because he had to go get his hair done. So when you get the hair braided, it takes a while. So he came in to give her a kiss or something like that, or say I love you. And I guess she rolled over.
I don't think that's it. You just love to skip.
That's what
You're
saying.
not right there. I'm up here.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am up here. No, you only read my notes. And that's what happened last time. You think you know. So anyway, so Ken is home. What I put home, no food.
See?
They're at his house and he ain't got no food.
That's right. That's right.
So yeah, I be having to jot down little things or whatever. So they're at his house and he's showing her all the cabinets. He ain't got no food.
He is a middle school principal. School education. The educator really don't make a lot of money. So the brother is probably doing his best to stay afloat.
I don't think that's the case.
But the brother had no food.
Yeah, but he probably just ain't a person that cooks. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no seasonings, no sauce.
I don't cook like that, but I still have food in my cabinet.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Anyway,
I used to eat out a lot, man. I had some juices, some sodas, some I had something in the refrigerator. This dude had nothing in his
Yeah,
refrigerator.
nothing. Maybe he just moved in there. So they was talking, and so she was just saying, as far as them, because she noticed that he on his phone a lot. She said, it should be a balance. That's one thing that we need to do. She said that, at the DR, it was quiet. You seem to be at peace and stuff. And now that you back home, the peace just don't seem like it's there for you, like it was. And so she said that, she wake up sometimes and she's like, good morning. He was like, yeah, you have all this energy. And she was like, and he was like, good morning. That's the way it was when we first got married. I used to be like, good morning, baby. He was like, oh my gosh, why? I'm not a morning person. Can you bring that down some notches?
You even had your coffee by that time. So
no, if I'm just rolling over. And I'm like, good morning, babe. No, I can roll over like that. And so he's just like, y'all should see him. He like Groucho from that Sesame Street. He like Mad Mika. He just take them slides and he slide on out. Morning. Slide.
I'm not a morning person. You going off the kid. Tell y'all a story about when I was a kid. I remember the time my mom woke me up and I was like sometimes when you're a kid, you try to get ready for school. You be sitting on the edge of the bed with one leg in your pants, the other leg out your pants because you still looking in the ceiling, daydreaming because you still asleep. My mom said, boy, you like, go ahead, get dressed for school so you won't be late. I said, well, leave me alone. You still made me say something I was going to regret.
I thought you said a cuss word.
No, I said, I started to cuss you out. That's what I said. Yeah, he just got quiet in the house.
Did she? And you said that so she could hear?
Yeah, because she was screaming. I started to cuss you out.
Where do you get that from?
I don't know, man. She just caught me wrong, that boy. And like for 5 minutes went by. Then all of a sudden that door blew open and here she come. Schwab! Cuss this out. And after that, I never got smart on my mom.
But in that he was just saying, you just have to give him some grace in that. So y'all, because now we're getting back to real life and stuff. So it ain't the DR no more. So Chelsea's talking to her friends and she invited them over. So she was telling them, how the process was going. They said, that's good to see. So, they excited for her. So she, outside and she was saying, just keep it low because he upstairs working. So she was telling them how the process went and how she ended up with him. And she also said that she was in love with 2 guys. Now, she never said she was in love to me. She said that she told Trevor or somebody that she loved him. But I ain't never hear. I just thought it was old dude that she with now. So she was telling about Trevor and how she loved him and he even had a mullet and stuff like that. She said, but it was just, she chose Jimmy. She chose to be with him. But she was also saying he hadn't been affectionate to that. You know what I'm saying? But his friends was like, well, he's working and stuff like
Chelsea,
that.
I try to get Chelsea. I try to show her some grace, but she has come to the point to be real
annoying,
clinging and whining and needy. You know what I'm saying? And it drives me up the wall now.
It is because she's so freaking insecure. So she was also telling the friends too that that the friend that somebody sent him a picture of what just her IG, and he was able to see what Jessica looked like and stuff like that. So he hadn't kissed me since he said
he said, dang, like Chris on Friday when he was dang, that's Jess.
Do it again.
Dang, that's Jess. Yeah, that's Jess right there with Jessica. Dang, I picked Chelsea over this. And his attitude changed.
He's like, no more kisses for her.
I got to find a way to get out of this.
So anyway, Jimmy come downstairs, meet the friends and stuff like that. So, they talk and, he say how much he, love her, blah, blah, blah. So Jimmy is going to visit Amy's place. And you can talk about this because you said it was something that's Johnny. Johnny's going to visit Amy's place.
Yeah. So he was walking around Amy's place and he was in Amy's kitchen. And I guess she had a picture of her granddad and her on there. And you look at the picture of the granddad. And he said, what's this? She said, these are crystals. He said, "Yo, Crystal girl." She said, "Yeah, what's wrong with that?" He said, "Oh man," he said, "they told me to stay away from Crystal girl." I don't know what's the reputation of a Crystal girl. Do you?
Mm-mm.
I don't know, but apparently, to him it's the bad thing. So
I know that crystals get a bad rep, which I don't.
crystals, why?
Crystals, I
Why?
don't know because they from the earth. So
Yeah, I don't
I
see
think
why.
that people that may
Yeah,
do certain stuff may be using them
for the
for.
wrong reasons.
Yeah, but that's them using them for the wrong. Don't necessarily mean that the crystal's bad because
I
they come
didn't.
from the earth.
I didn't know it was anything good or bad about them.
I don't know, but she was like, "I'm gonna still have
I'm gonna
mine."
still rock my crystal.
So
So you
yes.
gonna be with me, Crystal girl or not?
So but yeah, also they was talking about too that Johnny seemed like he wants to retire early. So he was like, I want to store up my money and
Good for
retire by
him.
the age of 50.
Good
So,
for him.
I ain't trying to, I'm not trying to, frivolously spend on anything. So I want to focus on, retiring early. So, put back. She said, "Listen, I'm a spender. Like I guess she ain't a spender, but she was like, I like to go shopping and I love to travel. So those are things that we got a lot for.
Yeah, they're gonna have to compromise on that because that can break up a relationship or a marriage. Because there's some people I know in my personal life, they real frugal with their money. They don't go nowhere. They go to work, spend, and that's it. Then you got some people, they don't care. They're gonna travel. They're gonna live their best life. They don't care. They got like $2 in their bank account. So
Yeah, I think that we probably in the middle.
yeah,
And I know that you really good with money. But yeah, we probably hey, don't we get on that
yeah,
grant?
you're gonna have to when you get that.
So but that's the maintenance people so anyway, so they was talking about that, but also too they was talking about too the fact of because he don't want to have no children too soon because then you won't be able to do that. And then he said, and then the calculation for a child. I was like, Jonathan did his research.
Hey, man, some people when it comes to money and retirement and investments, hey, you got to break it down like that. You have to.
He said, you got to you got to clothe the child every year because they're gonna grow out their clothes. So you got to spend money on clothes every year. You got to do this. I said, okay, then, Johnny. But she said she's not getting on the BC because she hadn't been on. I said, well, I'm sure she was intimate with other people. What she do? So
I guess it makes you. Maybe she made it well in condoms or something.
So she said because birth control can, mess up your hormones. So, that's something they're going to have a problem with. But anyway, so now let's move on to the part where Brittany and Kenneth are together. And so that's when she was talking about she woke up at 1:00 in the morning. He done slid in, but he turned on the light, let her know he was home and kissed her, whatever. And so she said, because she mumbled under her breath, saying like, coming home 1:00 in the morning. And he was like, hold up, we're not going to do that. Because I was just, the way he was saying, we're not going to do this on camera to make it seem like I'm coming in at all types of night. Right. We're not going to put that out there for this black man. Not going to throw up my image like that.
It's not just being a black man, it's being a school principal too,
That's
around kids. But he was getting hair braided. And when you get your hair braided a lot, it takes some time.
And he said he also was talking to his mentor.
Yeah, his mentor. He has a mentor he talks to. So he wasn't out there doing anything shady. He was just taking care of business.
But he was hungry in that moment, child, because he wasn't finna stop for nothing.
Right. So that's when they got up and they went in depth about their relationship. Go ahead.
So yeah, he was also saying too that he called her. He said, "Now, what?" Tell the truth. Like, I called you in every sector. I did this. I'm letting you know I'm doing this. I'm letting you. She said, yeah, you did. So he said, please don't let one day shift your mindset about me. Like, don't let this change things. She said that it won't. But she can't pinpoint that something is off with their relationship. Like, something is off. It's like the desire and the crave is no longer there. And he said, what?
He said, you speaking for yourself. The crave and the desire is still there with me. But thank you for telling me that you're not craving me like that. And after that conversation went left and downhill.
So he told her basically, just be honest. You know what I'm saying? If something has shifted, something has changed, you know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and say that. I'm okay with that. He said, because one thing about God, as you know, he's taking care of us both. And, God is going to prepare you for the future. So he know what's going to come. So, just go ahead. And I was like, this principal is principality.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
because his intellect and his speech and his intelligence, and just the way he communicates is
Yeah.
very well.
It's very and not just that. He didn't get too emotional with it. He
Right.
didn't scream. He didn't shout it. He had that he had that tone that that you will be receiving what he's speaking, because sometimes a person shout and talk at you, you're not gonna receive it.
Right.
But he didn't do all that. And basically he's saying, if I'm not your man, it's a man out there for you.
Right.
Same way with me. If you're not my woman, it's a woman out there for me. God is preparing us for our person.
Right.
And I like how he relayed that. And I knew then, I said, okay, it's so. And me personally, I thought they were like, okay, yeah, we hit a bump in the road. Let's work on it. Let's fix it. Let's fight for our relationship.
Before you go there, it was something that he was saying, that he's giving out the affection, is just not receiving. Mm-hmm. And if you pay attention, he said, I want you to go in because you're trying to, project that on me, but actually go within and see how the times where I was showing you affection, it wasn't received at that time. You kind of, I ain't gonna say push your way, but you just like was doing some or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I was doing mine.
He said, basically, I was doing mine. He said, the energy I was giving you wasn't giving me back. Basically, that's what he's saying.
And she was saying, we don't kiss like we used to. We don't make out, even though we're not trying to be intimate, because they have, certain standards they're trying to.
Vow.
Yeah. And she said, so we can at least make out and be like, oh, no, the temptation. Now, I wanted to say this. Now, it could be hard for a man to do that, because you saying that now, what's his name? Kenny, he's probably being abstinence because of you. But that may not be something that he's used to. And if a man, you want him to make out with you but not have sex with you, that may be hard, because it may be hard for him to cut that off, Mm-hmm. And so it's almost like she was like, we get tempted, he being a black man with a white woman, he could be some repercussions.
Oh, yeah.
And it could be a lot of stuff playing in his head, you know what I'm saying? So he don't want to go too far.
All right, I agree with you. Plus, like I said, I still think what AD said to him had a lot to do with his mindset too, you know what I'm saying? Because after that conversation with AD, his personality, his attitude changed towards his energy changed. And also, he probably thinking to himself, I'm giving you the energy, you know what I'm saying? I was giving you the energy. Now I'm not giving it back, so I'm shutting it down. Because after a while, you give a person that energy, you don't receive it, you're going to like, okay, I don't even care no more. And I think he got to that point because they didn't fight for their marriage. Because, some people, they get to that point they want to fight for and try to, fix what's wrong. And he didn't. They didn't do that, and she basically accepted what he said. And I'm thinking,
start crying.
Yeah, she started crying. I'm thinking she's gonna say, you know what, we can fix this. We can go to counsel. We can do something. She didn't bring up no kind of solutions to fix their relationship. Right. She just accepted what he said. And to me, I don't think she was physically attracted to the guy, in my opinion, because I don't know what type of guy she used to date. But I don't think she was, because she gave up too. To me, she gave up too quick.
Jimmy and Chelsea, in the kitchen talking, and so she basically saying, you don't kiss me. Y'all know we did that sketch, yeah. You don't kiss me. You haven't kissed me all day and stuff like that. And she feels as though, ever since he's seen Jessica on IG or whatever, that he's been acting funny.
If you see, y'all seen Jessica, right? I don't blame Jimmy. I'll be acting funny too. Jessica, who? Who are you, woman? You know what I'm saying? Here's one on top.
Okay, I got you.
Oh, you did. I remember the last video. You went in on me in the last video.
I got more. There's more. So I got more. So she said for her, she's a nurturer. She like to take care of her man. She's gonna tell you, I love you. I'm gonna, coddle you, kiss you, blah, 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 blah. And she don't feel that he's reciprocating that. Like he's showing how much I'm in love with you, Chess. I love you. I love you.
If a man has a job, he try to take care of business. Sometimes he don't have the luxury to say that all the time. She got to understand that.
And plus, he said he bit his lip.
And he bit his lip. The man bit his lip. You know how much pain a bit lip can cause you?
Not a bit lip.
You can't kiss nobody. You can't talk. You can't eat food or nothing because of your bit lip.
Not your bit lip.
Bit lip.
So yeah. And so anyway, that conversation went left. She got very emotional. And he said, the truth is,
rip this Band-Aid off. You too clingy.
Yeah.
And
I
she
said, oh.
She said, no, why me? Oh God, this is a wonderful world.
And what else and what else? Because he said
no, cause she set him up with the second part. Go ahead.
She said, I watch your games with you, I cook for you, and then I even go up and have sex with you.
Since you brought the sex part up, guess what? Rip the second band-aid up.
Oh,
That's too clingy too.
He said he can't breathe. Bitch, you all up on me. So anyway, yeah.
Yeah, man.
So Laura is meeting up with Jessica. Y'all know Laura messed it to me. So she meeting up with Jessica and she's talking to her about, Autumn and all her daughter and all that stuff, whatever. She had to tell her daughter, ain't no man come home. My mama know why. Ooh, they ain't want you, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, so Laura was saying too, what about Jimmy? Has Jimmy asked about, I think Jessica may have said Jimmy asked about you or something like that. So Jessica said, well, actually he sent me a friend request. I let it sit out there for a while and he took it back, but he wasn't able to see mine because my page was private.
Yeah, but I saw his.
Yeah.
And she said, he look alright. I like his voice better, but he look alright.
She didn't say alright.
No, that's what she was thinking.
That's what she was thinking.
She was thinking that shit.
And so she was saying, but if him and Chelsea together, that's good. Kudos to her. I hope he's feeling her. But Jessica was like, I looked on his page and a lot of his exes looking like me, honey. So it seemed like I'm his type.
I'm his type. Ooh, all glammed up with the petite body, you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, Jess, you feeling yourself, ain't you?
So
Feeling yourself.
Laura was telling Jessica that, guess what? Sarah sent Jeremy a DM and what saying,
I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. I'm glad we had this conversation in the pod. Now, if you want to, hook up and talk or not, we can do that. If things don't work out, you can hook and you can hit me up. And she screenshot it.
Yep, and she told to, she just didn't like that last part, and she said, and then plus he liked it.
What the man supposed to do?
Just read it and not say nothing.
All he did was
later on the
family.
Said and then you hearted it.
Bro, you shouldn't put no heart on it, man. They probably show you some grace with the light. But
you would been okay if I did that?
Heck no.
Well, why is it okay for him to do
I
that?
was saying, I don't know.
Right,
They not married though.
But it don't matter. You still wouldn't have wanted me to do that. So now let's move on to episode 9. We're almost through. Home stretch. I think next week is one episode they're going to release at a time. So Chelsea and Jimmy are talking the next day, and it seemed like, he kissed her. They back on good terms. Wasn't it weird? He left because, mind you, he did leave. He packed his little stuff.
He shouldn't have left like that. But man, you made up too quick, Chelsea. If you were that hurt, the man said you were clinging. You said your sex was clinging. And you made up like that. All he had to do was kiss you and all was good.
Let me tell you something. If a man say my sex too clean, I'm sorry, I'm done. I'm packing my stuff and leave. Because she said she was leaving, but evidently she got mad at him that he left. Because he was like, he went and called Jessica.
Yeah, he called Jessica. Hey, Jessica, is your sex clean? Yeah. No, my sex ain't clean. Okay, let's meet so.
So Jessica and Jimmy are talking the next day. She said that, she don't understand some things or whatever. He said that, you kept asking me about this and that or whatever. And, he just had a breaking point and that was just too clingy for him. Kept asking, kiss me, kept asking this. And, he said he had to work. He had a job to do. But she was just saying, you got to work on your delivery. You can't say I'm too clean. You can't say this or whatever, Anyway, wow. So let's move on. If y'all hear some stuff in the background, that's, some things being worked on around the house. So Laura and Jimmy, they getting ready to meet, her parents. And so, you got her brother, his wife, and her mom and dad that come over. And, the dad looked like Colonel Sanders. I wanted to make that point. And so Laura was just saying that, she's talked too much because she said, "Oh, we're in a love triangle." Like it's some stuff that she really truly don't like.
I was kind of surprised she brought that up to the family, man, in front of Jimmy. In front of Jeremy. I'm sorry. I said, why she gonna bring some drama up like that in front of her family,
I don't
and they
know.
trying to get to know this guy.
Right.
Now they're gonna look at him sideways now, you know. So yeah, I don't know.
She brought up the DM situation.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just think that she got a problem with talking too much. So that's what it is. And so, you know, she was just saying what Sarah said on how it didn't work and stuff. And so he was really embarrassed. Like why
He
you
should
bring
be.
that up?
Yeah, let me bring that stuff up, man. Dang.
And that's when they said, but he hearted it. And that's when the sister-in-law was like, no, hearted it.
Yeah, she's like, oh God, you gonna throw me under the bus in front of your family. It's their first time meeting me, and you gonna do this? Of course they're gonna come up with their own conclusions about me now. Cause you gave them my first. They always say the first impression is the last impression, and now the first impression they give this guy, he's basically a cheater.
Yeah. So the mom and dad said they like him, but it seems as though that, you know, and they know their daughter can be a lot. You know, she talking about them Hawaiian shirts and all that stuff, whatever, and she don't like them. But it seems as though they butt heads too, and not sure if that's gonna work because they seem to be kind of like alike, and being sarcastic and stuff like that or whatever. So yeah, they talk about that. But the mama was really getting on her daughter for saying, like, chill, you know what I'm saying? Pull back. Stop being so hard on him about some Hawaiian shirts. Like, it's not that deep. Even the sister-in-law was like, you know, your brother got a bunch, and I just pack him up, and that's what he want to wear. Allow people to be themselves.
Somebody else like the Hawaiian shirts. I can guarantee you that.
I know that's right. 5 o'clock in the morning.
5 o'clock in the morning in the parking lot.
So Johnny and Amy are doing salsa dancing, learning to do some. I think it's salsa dancing. I didn't hear them say salsa, but it's some kind of dance that, you know, that's in her culture. And so anyway, she was just saying that they want to do that for the wedding and all that. So let's move on. AD is meeting Clay's mom and sister. Let's see. She done took. I said she done put them big darn lashes back on. I think she put them old ugly lashes back on. So AD said that let's see. AD was just saying that she's a realtor, and also because they asked her what she did, that she also runs a nightclub. I said, okay, nightclub. That's probably why you got them old lashes, child. Let's see. She said that she hopes to be a long time investor. Like, that's her goal. She wants to be an investor and stuff like that.
Yeah, she wants to invest in homes and flip them, whatnot. And I think Clay, he's an entrepreneur also. And I think Clay didn't come home, but she said I prefer him to come home
because it seemed like they got an issue with their balancing of their schedules. Right.
Yeah. Clay says sometimes it's better for him to go to his house and start from his house to go to work than go all the way to the apartment and start. You know, which makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Because he said one is an hour away.
Right. And he said because when we first got back, you didn't have to work. You just lounged around the house. I had to go right back to work when we got back. And I think that's where the tiff came in at.
The mom was just saying that, listen, I understand. She said, you know, I've been married a long time, divorced now. By that old cheating man. She didn't say that.
When she said, I was married 23 years. It was a good long ride. Clay saying to herself, Mom, if you only knew.
Now you know.
Yeah.
So the mom said that she's going to say this, you know, that one thing y'all have to give each other grace. That's one thing I used to say that when I first met my wonderful husband. I said, you have to allow grace, baby. You have to allow grace. And he really didn't understand that.
No, I said, grace? What's grace? I never understood giving somebody grace. No, I was rigid. You mess up, you mess up. Okay, you learn from your mistake, but don't do it again. That's how it was. You know
and he was like that on himself as well.
Oh yeah, well I mess up, I'll be hard on myself, man. I can't do that no more, man. God, I messed up. I can't do it no more. And she come in here with all this grace stuff. Oh, grace? What's that? That's for the weak. That's for the soft people. But as time went on,
and now he started using my word. You gotta give grace. Yeah. So one thing that was said too is that, you know, the mom was saying, like, you know, as far as y'all work schedules and stuff, because he don't want to, you know, not be, he want to do what he need to do, and she wants him home with her. And my thing is, if you at the nightclub, because he said you'll be coming home 2-3 o'clock in the morning, like, to me, a real man, if you really care about her, honey, you're going to make sure she get in that house at 2-3 o'clock.
Well, first of all, if I was married to someone like that, I'll make sure we make enough money so you have to quit that job so you won't be out in the streets that time of night. That's just me.
Yeah. So, but the mama said you'll do what's necessary for the person that you love.
That's true.
So Chelsea and Jimmy are meeting his female friends that look like Chelsea child, and I'm saying, and she said, "How long you known?"
Oh, hold on. I said, okay. When she asked that question, I said, I know they're gonna say they know Jimmy for like 15, 20, 25 years. They grew up together. I said, okay, I can understand it. That's why they're his female friend because they known each other for a long period of time. And that joker said, we only known Jimmy for 2 years. 2 years? Y'all was probably y'all hooked up and y'all got thrown into the friend zone. That's what it seems like to me.
Oh, you think so?
That's what I think, man. Cause yeah, I understand you can have female friends, but 2 years,
And then they weren't no bad looking female
right,
friends either.
right. I know he's smashing women. He's smashing women, throwing the friends on.
And so, yeah, 2 years. And so they come in, they said that Jimmy like a brother to them.
Yeah, now he is.
And so Chelsea just overtalks, she overshares, she's talking about their sex life and them having sex.
Yeah, we know Chelsea. We know about the sex
Because the
life.
stuff that they were saying, it seemed like they knew.
Yeah.
Like he said, what? He cried during sex?
Yeah.
He cried?
He didn't do that with us.
That's what I wanted to say.
He didn't do that with us. Yeah. Jimmy, come on, brother. You know you smashing women. 2 years and they're your friends. Come on.
And then they asked how you feel about him having female close friends. And so she said, at first I was kind of like, but now I'm okay with it because one of my close friends is my ex, so I'm cool with it.
What's so ironic about this? The time you should be on guard, now you cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because these two women, in my opinion, he smashed. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, she was telling me something. I knew that you was gonna be cool. We can go shopping, we can do stuff like this together. It was just a whole weird setup.
Jimmy, boy, you're a pimp, boy. You're a player. How you can smash two women and they become friends with one another and still come around? That in my opinion is pimp status.
Mm. So Amy, going on to the next one because there wasn't much to talk about there because to me Chelsea's just very insecure. Because like one of the other lady that was standing next to standing next to Jimmy, she kind of looked like Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? She had a little sex appeal to her and stuff like that. But if it's true that his ex looked like Jessica, then Chelsea would not be his type. And he said that Chelsea is his type. But anyway, I digress. So Amy and Johnny are meeting his family. So Amy is meeting Johnny's family and they sit down to dinner and they love Amy. They are smitten by her. His sisters kind of get emotional talking about, you know what I'm saying, Johnny in love. He found somebody and, they like her. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. So let's move on to this last scene. You got Laura and Jeremy.
Oh, Jeremy. You come in the house 5 in the morning.
5 in the morning.
He said, yeah, I came home at 5 in the morning, but I gave you my location.
He shared it.
He shared bro, you could have left that phone in somebody's car and went on about your business, man. That's how you play the game. You leave the phone in somebody's car so they can think you at that spot, but you get in somebody else's car and you go on by your business.
Are you telling? Are you telling?
No, why?
We don't do that sharing location.
So
we done played with it, but we don't do it.
But yeah, man. So he said, yeah, my boys, we supposed to went here. They changed plans, so I had to meet him over there. He said, well, you come over here. Sarah gonna be here. He said, I thought about coming on home, but he said, you know what? I need to talk to Sarah because we got some unfinished business we got to take care of. So
and
he busted that U-turn and went on there and met with them.
Can I talk to you?
Then she said, but don't that place close at such and such time? He said, yeah.
It's the lost and found.
Yeah, but we was in the parking lot. I said, y'all sat in the car and talked at 5 in the morning. And he said, yeah, we need to sit down in the car and talk. Yeah, right.
She said, somehow, some way, you must have left the door cracked. Because if this woman felt like she can get back in and you left that door crack and that opportunity to come back in and talk, then you did. So
I agree.
I agree too, because it should have been the door is shut. This is who I want to be with.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
We had our time, I think you're a nice woman, but I'm with who I want to be with, and shut the door. But you left that head was turning. What?
He should shut the door. He had a prime time opportunity to shut the door when she DM'd him.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You
saying.
can reply back, I appreciate it, but I'm with the person I want to be with. So if you don't mind, I respect. Stop contacting me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been said and done. You could have showed your woman that, and she said, "You know what, baby, I trust you."
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't do that. You put a heart right there, and here you are, 5 in the morning in the parking lot.
5 in the morning. So yeah, that's basically how that went down. And so she was like, and then plus you share your location with me and I'm asleep. So how am I? And she was like, I don't want to do that anyway. But she walked out and she was like, what I'm saying, I'm done. Like she wants out. She wants out.
Well, I don't blame her. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he dropped the ball on that one, brother. You stay out there with a girl that inbox you and saying, if things don't work out, you can still come see me. And you actually go see her, and you stay out there at 5 in the morning.
I really and truly, if it was me, I would never do that. Was that not like a thirsty move for Sarah?
Yeah, it was.
I wouldn't do that. He made his choices, let him see me like what name Johnny doing on the Instagram. Let him see me like that and probably regret what his choice was and move on with your life. So yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that at all.
It was real messy. He took the bait, and now his woman gonna leave him.
On that note, you guys, that's it. If y'all watching the Wendy Williams thing, it's coming on tonight. So is we gonna do a review on that?
I don't know, man. I don't want to because I can't joke. Cause she going through some serious problems. I can't joke. I gotta be all serious. It's gonna throw my game off.
Tape and watch it though. All right, you guys. We will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to like this video, comment, share it. And we will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
I'll put God first.
Okay.
Always put God first.